everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to make a simple cutting board or a charcuterie board, and we're going to turn this into a craft or a paint party. So I purchased these boards at Michael's. Here's an unfinished one that we're going to do today. Purchased these at Michael's. I purchased them in bulk, and we make these beautiful charcuterie boards out of them, and they are great sellers at paint parties. So let me show you what we do. I give everybody a board, and we have, I bring Minwax water-based stain with me, and it comes in quart-sized containers, but I put it in these little 2-ounce bottles from the dollar store because it makes it a lot easier at your parties to manage. And I just give them a stain pad, and I do give them gloves, but I don't have gloves on today, but that's okay. And they're just going to, I'm going to show them how to stain because a lot of them have never worked with stain. So all we're going to do is show them how to put a little stain on the board and stencil the board. And these are great money makers at paint parties. We do really, really well. So I'm going to point you down and show you what I'm doing, and I'll walk you through the entire party. So we're just going to stain the board up. This part only takes a few minutes at parties. They tend to put too much stain on, but that's okay. We always have plenty of extra stain, so we're just putting a little bit of stain on the board. So if you've never taught a paint party using stain and stenciling, there is a little bit more stuff that you have to bring with you. You have to bring the gloves and the stain pads and the stencils. But honestly, my customers love doing these projects because they get to customize the project however they want it. It's not one stencil for everybody. They get to pick out whatever stencil. I just bring a whole pile of stencils with me. Some of the stencils I cut, and some of the stencils I purchase. So it just depends. I'll bring a little bit of both. And we usually have a theme. Like, for instance, these are charcuterie boards, so they're more themed towards you know, food and things like that. And they have funny sayings on them and all kind of stuff like that. And people love them. Now, I do encourage my customers to stain the back, but I'm not going to do that today, just in the effort of time. So once this is on here, once the stain's on there, you saw it only took a few minutes. It does need a minute or two to dry. While this is drying, I allow them to go ahead, and I usually, what I normally do, let me lean this up just a little bit. What I normally do is lay my stencils out on a table up front and let them kind of pick through them. I usually have 2 or 3 of each stencil for them to, you know, they can share them or something like that. But while they're picking their stencil, it gives this board a chance to dry, okay? They have stained the front and the back. And I'm just gonna hit this with a little heat just so we can dry it up and stencil. If you have any questions about the project, go ahead and just put it in the comments, and I will answer them for you. So now our board is dry. It didn't take much heat at all. And what I like to do at the parties is really spend some time on showing them how to stencil. It's really important that they stencil the right way. That way they come away with a finished product that's really, really good. So I'm going to use this stencil here. This stencil is a purchase stencil from Essential Stencil. If you've never purchased from them, go ahead and check them out. They have great stencils. You can use our code LM Design, all caps, and it'll get you a 10% discount. But this is from one of the packs that I got a few months ago, and I show them how to lay it on the board. Let me angle you back down. I show them how to lay it on the board, and we do tape it. And again, I provide a couple rolls of tape for them. Let me straighten my camera out here. There we go. So I do provide a little bit of a tutorial on how to put it on the board, how to center it, all of those things. And so this one's a little wider than the board. That's okay. We're just going to take off those end pieces. I encourage them to kind of come up with their own design and, you know, kind of do their own thing. Most of them will be okay with it. There's going to be one or two that don't know what to do, and I have to help them a little bit more, but that's okay. If you have any questions about any of the projects or anything like that, just let me know in the comments. So we're going to just stencil now. Because this stencil is a little bit bigger than the board, it's lifting up. So I'm just going to hold it flat while I'm stenciling. And the beauty of these projects is they love to come up with their own project. They love to do their own thing. And it kind of makes them feel more part of the decision making. So I'm going to show them, I'm going to give them each a stencil brush, and I'm going to show them how to stencil, how to offload their brush, and all of those things. And then we're just going to stencil this on the board. And again, they're doing this themselves. I'm just walking around during the party showing them how to do it. Some of them need a little bit extra help, and that's okay. So for me, this project is only going to take a few minutes. For my customers, it's probably going to take, usually takes about an hour and a half to make these boards at a party. And again, they can use different color paints or stains. I'm just going to use one color, but they can use multiple colors if they want. A lot of times they like to use different colors. That's okay. I encourage them to do their board how they want to do it. And I just did a party of about, I'm going to take that off. I just did a party of about 26 people last week. And honestly, everybody had a different design. They all came up with something different. So it's kind of cool to see what they come up with. Out of 26 people, they all had something completely different. So it's a great project. They feel very connected to it. They feel like they're very invested in it because they get to pick out their own design. So it's a win-win for everybody. If you've never taught a paint and craft party and you're interested in doing so, let me know in the comments. All right, so we're just going to, I am going to put these lines on. So I taped off that one leaf that I didn't want in the project. So again, I'm just finishing up this side, and then I'll go to the other side. Again, this does not take very long. They will take a little bit longer than I will, but that's okay. In total, the class usually lasts about an hour and a half, and they go away with a fantastic project that they love, they can take home. Okay, so let's lift up the stencil, and there we go. Simple as that. So look at that fun board they have to take home with them. Now, a couple things that I'll encourage you with these boards and parties. They love to, let me straighten this out. They love to stencil on them. They tend to use a lot of stencils, so I encourage them to use, not quite as much. And then the other thing they ask is if it's food safe. It is not food safe the way it is. I do take organic mineral oil with me, and we can apply that, and then I encourage them to apply it 48 hours after to make it officially food safe. So hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming tutorials that are coming on how to teach a craft and paint party. If you're interested in our From Passion to Profit course that's coming, the link is in our bio. Go ahead and click on the link and get on the wait list. That will be releasing on June 2nd. Thank you. Have a great day.